Hello everyone. Hello friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and I am coming you today from Skinny Atlas, New York. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 22 plus years, and if you're joining me the first time, I welcome you today. We are using, today's focus is using something from the online exclusives, and I know I'm late in starting, so come on in, say hello, let me know you're here, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, where you're coming from, and say hello. So today they just launched some new online exclusives that you cannot find on any catalog. They're only available to be seen online. You can order them at a workshop, or or email me. Either way works great. So, but you have to be able to see them online. And I will be posting a little flyer, little PDF, like this, so you can see what's new in the online store in case you need something to look at. Okay. There's some other stuff, some branding stuff that's in the online store as well. In some kit collections, they've kind of meshed the two together. I mean, the kits are still by themselves, but they've added them into the online exclusives as well. So let's say hello to our friends. Hi, Shirley and Linda. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. And Colleen from Florida, welcome. Okay, so we are going to make a couple of cards today using the exclusives, the Hello Irresistible Blooms. No, it's Hello Irresistible, yeah, I think it is, Blooms Bundle. Or let me look at this again. Hello Irresistible Suite Collection of products. So, hi, Aronis. I think there's a mistype there, Anne. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let me see. And also today what launched was this new kit collection. It's called Colorful Kaleidoscope. So if you love kits, make sure to check that out. It's 9 cards and it looks pretty fancy. There's laser cut die cuts, and I'll be sharing more of the kit on my blog as well. Okay, so let's move over to there and okay, so let's get started. And also there's a Paper Pumpkin subscription, the March Paper Pumpkin subscription. The deadline to subscribe is March 10th, and it's Paper Pumpkin's 10th anniversary this year, which is really fun. So they've added a bonus stamp set, and you can see this as well online, in addition to the stamp set that's included in the kit. So it's really cool. It's all dealing with plants, and I believe there's 9 cards in there as well. You can see the decorative box. You kind of get a feel as to the color scheme of the cards as well. I think they're going to be fabulous. Usually the birthday kit is absolutely fabulous. So if you want more information on how to subscribe, make sure to reach out to me, okay? So, yeah, I think that's it. So let's get started with the Hello Irresistible Blooms. So here's the stamp set and bundle here, okay? And let me just put up my, oh, you know what? I didn't change my host code today. Rats. It's posted on my website, okay? I totally forgot about that. I was running behind because I was making an extra card here for us today. So, but I did change it on my blog, my website, okay? So you can find it there if you need the host code. And I'll make sure I change it here as well. So, hi Betty and Beverly, welcome. Okay, so there's so part of the Hello Irresistible Suite Collection, there's stamp sets, there's dies, and I've taken a few of the dies out. There's some dies that will die cut these flowers and the leaves, these little leaves, and then there's this fun die here. We're going to use this today. Okay, right here we're going to die cut this. This is really cool. And then there's bonus leaves in here as well. Some kind of like standalone leaves. And then we have another that I think I showed this at a previous card that we did a few weeks ago. And then there's this really cool die here, okay? So let's look at the designer paper as well. The designer paper is really cool. It's like it comes in 6x6, and hopefully I have this right. Let me put my dies back over here because we need those to die cut later. So some of the colors in here are Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, okay, and Pretty Peacock. So those are two colors that aren't current. So Stampin' Up! Just announced just like minutes ago that we are having a color refresh. So we are all praying that we get Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon back. So we have these to work with these papers. So make sure you also start ordering any existing current colors, whether it's an ink refill, cardstock, whatever. So you make sure you have enough supplies before they sell out, okay? We've got Soft Seafoam. This is there's Daffodil Delight in this one. So look at these gorgeous prints here. They're all so different. That mimics this right here. I love this design here. I like just the look of it. This is really totally a different paper than we've had before, okay? I love this background here. So maybe I need to zoom in a little bit for you guys, all right? Let me zoom in a little bit more, okay? Now this one here, it will, the dies will die cut out the flowers in this paper. I think that's, yeah, this is the back side of this. And then we've got this design, and this is the same thing. It will die cut the flowers and also the little 3-leaf leaf there, sprig, okay? So more Pretty Peacock, mixture of Flirty and Daffodil, and I love this. This looks so embossed, but it is not. It's simply gorgeous. And then, and lastly, I saved the last one because I love this one as well. This is another great one. That white, you know, just stands out on that those soft colors. And then there's that pattern. So really nice package of designer paper. I am ordering more of this today because we can order more. I've already gone through my 3 packages just about. All right. So let's start with yeah, what do I want to start with? I think I need a piece of grid paper just in case. So let's grab a piece of grid paper here. So we've got a clean spot to stamp on. And we're going to start with our mini machine, okay? So a few team members joined my team this past celebration. So they were able to get this mini die cut machine, so I'm so thrilled with them, and they got it in the boho blue color scheme, so they're excited about that. So let's see. Okay, so remember we talked about making our sandwich with the mini, okay, to have better success in getting your dies for the platform to run through and your dies to go through really well. So remember, we want to create an E sandwich. So that means the bottom one's out, the middle one's in, the top one lines back up with the bottom one, okay? So so we're like that, okay? So let's add our dies, and let's see, I'm just looking. I wanted to just make sure I'm here in the right place, okay? And I've already stamped. I stamped my images. We're going to have one of the smaller stamps and larger here, okay? And so remember, we're going, you know what? We can just kind of set this back here, okay? And you guys see this okay? You can see I've got my base out farther. I'm going to go like this. And I think I'm going to turn this way. Can they both fit this way? Yeah, so that way they both fit on that white platform as well, okay? All right, so I'm going to use some sticky notes, okay? These you always want to keep in your stamping area, and it's perfect when you don't have a magnetic platform to hold your dies in place, okay? Yep, that didn't move. So even if the paper shift, your die is going to stay sitting on the cardstock, so, or designer paper, whatever you're die cutting, generally. And it's okay to use more than one if you want to as well, okay? But these are small dies, so I think they'll be fine. So now this one, oh, I got this on the bottom. Hang on, I need to switch because I keep a bottom plate and a top plate. So that way it doesn't. So look at, these are moving around and they haven't shifted, I don't think. So we're going to try it anyways, okay? All right, so the top plate's going to go line back up with that white number 1. All right, so they're looking pretty good. And look how smooth this goes into our machine now. I mean, it's not like before you used to like, it wasn't grabbing it and the platform and everything, and it just goes through so much better. So I'm loving that tip. Okay, so let's set those aside while we've got the machine out. Let's die cut this here. So Linda, these might be some, I know Linda has the mini cut and emboss, so hopefully you're going to find these tips helpful. Okay, so there we go, and that one just fits on the platform, and we're gonna really, it's really too long for what we need, so even if it doesn't cut it out all the way, we'll have plenty of room. So there's our die cut, and let's move this out of the way. There we go. Make sure I show that. So let's move that, and I've got to order a new brush tip because I've used it so much that the bristles fell out, and I keep forgetting to order that. So they are disposable. These this is our take your pick tool, and because you see me lots of times using it with this one, the putty end for the embellishments to pick them up. So this is one of the attachments you can get, and it just unscrews and you can put in a new one. Okay. And plus it gives you a new foam pad each time. It comes with a foam pad, so you can run the bristles over your die like this, and it helps pop everything out of your die cut. And I don't think I have an old one here. I'm kind of looking on mine. Nope, I don't. So we're gonna I'm gonna use this end, the pointy end, and we'll just kind of poke. You can see there's certain places where this is garbage, you know, excess scrap. Okay, and then there's other holes that are actually popping out the cardstock that you're die cutting. Okay, so see, you can see it's starting to come up, and let's see, we need this side, I think. And this is a, you know, it's a fine die, so just kind of take your time loosening it up from the die. Okay, and there we go. So and then lots of times it just kind of falls. I'm not in the screen. Okay, sorry guys. All right, so lots of times it just kind of falls right out, and then if you still really need to, there's a couple little spots that just might need a little tiny poke. Okay. All right, so I think that's good. So this is all garbage here. Let's swoosh that off to the side, put our end back on, and we're going to use that for some embellishments in a little bit. Okay, so we're ready for that. So let's start building our card. So I chose this here. I used this background for a different card design that I used from our team meeting last month in Stamp Club, and they love this background. So we're gonna add this on here first, okay? Because I want to be able to trim off this even with the designer paper before I adhere it onto our cardstock. Okay, and there's that gorgeous pretty peacock. So where do you add the glue? So I think I'm just gonna kind of go from like these circles to this. Okay, so let's add, let's see, whoops, I got way too much there. let me grab this sticky note and just take some of that off. Okay. All right, because this is a newer glue, so let's see. So I'm just adding the glue to the circles. And that'll be enough to hold it in place. And you don't need much. I'm barely tapping it, okay? All right, so we're gonna just simply, I'm gonna just kind of line this up down here, and hopefully I've got it down. Let's hold that in place for a second. Okay, hopefully I'm in the screenshot. Let me just move my camera this way a little bit more. Okay, now I feel better. All right. Okay, oh good. Linda, I'm glad you just love that mini machine. I don't use mine enough. I gotta pull it out more. So we're gonna just trim off the ends. And I might add, let's see, what's not showing here. Maybe I didn't give it time enough to tack down. That could be it. So I was watching my friend Pat, and she just took like a block and laid it on top and just kind of let it set into place. So, okay, so what can we do in the meantime? We're gonna just let that set for a minute. This is the inside of our card. So we're gonna this is a piece of leftover scrap paper, okay? So we are totally using our whole piece of 6x6. The way I cut it up, I first cut off the card base amount, and then that left me this piece here to use on my envelope. And then there was this little piece that I had to trim off the end of this one that left this little piece. So really cool. You know what? I think we're going to go like this because the leaves are going up. So this is going to be the top of our card. I guess I can't do more than one thing at once. So, all right. So let's add this. Dun, 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 dun. So I will have more information towards the end of the month regarding the color refresh, exactly what colors are retiring and what colors are coming back. So I'm excited about that, and I can't wait to hear about it. All right, so, well, that didn't fold very good. So let's finish that again. Okay, that's a little better. This is going to be the inside of our card. So this is really a very simple layout. There we go. So if you're just joining in, welcome, welcome, and I'm glad you're here. All right, so there's the inside of our card. So let's finish this up. Okay, I think we need to trim just the bottom. There's just a little bit hanging over the edge of here. Okay, isn't that cool? Love that yellow, that's a hint of yellow in there. Daffodil Delight, I should say. It's not yellow, it's Daffodil Delight. It's good to know your colors because there are, you know, differences among them all. Okay, there we go. So got glue on my fingers. Okay, so we are going to, let's finish the top. So we've die cut some flowers. Okay, there's one, there's two, and I know I did a label, but maybe we got one in here. I'll add that back in again later. Okay, so let's stamp our word. This is the word hello, and it's in, it comes in the stamp set, Irresistible Blooms, and this is a stylish shape label. So I'm going to stamp my word all the way over to the right side, okay? And then, so let's play around with our placement, okay? So I know I want my word kind of down here, and kind of want this like this and like this, I think. And then I've already die cut our leaves. So these are going to get stuck into here. So this is why I kind of do a placement, so I can get a feel as to how low or how high I need things to go. And then this other leaf is going to pop in there, but we're going to leave that off for a minute. So let's just leave those in place. And this is, and I couldn't remember what color ink I needed to stamp on this. So it took me like three colors to figure it out. First I started with the Crushed Curry, and then I did Daffodil Delight, and then finally settled on the Mango Melody. That little orangey, yellow-orange color I think just looks fabulous on the Daffodil Delight cardstock. So that's what I'm using, is Daffodil Delight cardstock. Okay, so our greeting is, we're going to raise this up. And so let's add some dimensionals to this. Okay, thanks Carol for coming. Definitely watch the replay. And hi Sharon and Nancy, welcome. Okay, so let's pop this on so it's straight. I don't want it too high because I want to make sure I leave the center so I can add an embellishment on there. But we are going to, am I going to do that? No, I think I'm going to just add a little bit of glue here. I made this sample weeks ago, so I'm trying to remember what I did here, okay? Let's see. We're going to leave a little bit of room down there. So I'm kind of leaving my dimensionals kind of away from the edge a little bit because I want to be able to tuck this down into here. You know what? I think I need to do this now. We need a little bit more glue here so we can tuck this because I want dimensionals underneath here. How is that going to look? Let's swirl this just a little bit more. Okay, this dimensional's in the way. Okay, I think I like that. Now we can do this. Just keep some dimensionals away from where I want glue to sit on there. Okay, that looks good, I think. Let's just double check before I think this one's got to go. It's not sitting in there. Okay, there we go. I guess I should have attached it to there. And that looks crooked, doesn't it? Hang on. We need to straighten this up. We can't have a crooked greeting, right? There we go. All right, I think we're in business now. So peel off the rest of our backings and get them to leave your fingers. There. Okay, I think we're good. Now this is going to just simply tuck down in there. I love these leaves. They're really a good shape and they just kind of fit in among the flowers really well, I think. Okay. Deb's waiting patiently for her bundle to arrive. Yes, it's lovely. Okay, so I think that's really good. So let's add some dimensionals to this and we'll add it to our card base. I do like the soft, or the Lost Lagoon and the Pretty Peacock together. I think they complement each other well. Not just pretty. Okay, we're gonna add some embellishments here. So we're gonna just add some glue there, and I'm gonna set that aside. We're gonna do the envelope. Okay, well that's just given a minute for the glue to set up, because when you let the glue dry, it becomes a glue dot. How many of you knew that? Hopefully all of you do if you've been tuning in to me. If you're new to my channel, there's your tip for today if you didn't already know it, that the multi-purpose glue will turn into a glue dot if you let it sit and dry clear, which is really you know, a great advantage to certain projects. So okay, here we go. We're gonna then just trim our envelope flap So it'll be ready to mail. And there we go. So hopefully I'm going to get my blog post done in the next couple of days, because I've actually been taking an online class and I've had homework. So I'm trying to keep up with my homework and get things done. So let's grab our pick tool, and we're going to use the yellow ones, I think. Just paw that out of there, and there's actually some smaller ones. There's like small, medium, and large. Okay, I want the flat side down so I can, there we go. So so those are kind of cool. These are still, the glue's still pretty wet, but we'll just wing it. Hopefully it dries clear enough. All right, so tell me what you think here. Do you love this card? Look at that. Oh, we could, hopefully I've got this. I'm gonna make sure it's not a water one. Gotta pull out a new Wink of Stella, but Wink of Stella looks really pretty if you just take and run it around your flower. Okay, kind of give it a shimmery look, and it's blending in some of that Mango Melody ink as well, so it's kind of coloring. You might not be able to see it well, but and I want to squeeze this. Never squeeze it on your project. You feel like your brush is, whoops, see, did you guys see that? See, it all came out in a big glob. That's why you never squeeze it on your project, because that big glob will not go away. Okay, so let's get this off my desk before I ruin it. All right, now I can show it to you. So hopefully you can see the shimmer. I don't know, but you can see it when you look at it up close, okay, in person. So one lucky person is going to get this card, so make sure you're commenting. And I didn't write down comments, some numbers, so I'm going to do that right now. So let's go with 18, and so I just go through as they coming up on my screen, and I'll go back through and do them in order that way. So I don't have time to learn a fancy like thing anymore. So 18, and how about 24? Okay, so hopefully last week Anne was one of our winners. She's on here today, and Colleen was a winner as well. So I think it was Colleen, if I'm remembering right. Okay, so let's go on to card number 2. Okay, this one's really simple, and this one, so one person, whoever emails me back after I choose the winners, you're going to get a completed one, or you're going to get a card kit. Okay, this one, there's no stamping involved, okay, because I can't send stamped images, but it's all using the designer paper. So we're doing that pretty much the same way we just did with this one, but it really comes out really cool. So I didn't make a sample of this one, but let's see how it goes. So you could pretty much do this with a lot of the designs, just use the same sketch layout, all right, and with your cards. So let's I guess let's start with the designer paper. This is that beautiful soft sea foam. I love it. And there's the back. It looks kind of speckly. So let's add some more glue here to our back here. So let's see. So I think it finally stopped snowing here. I don't know, I've been so busy, and it feels like a beautiful day outside. At least it was this morning when I was first out. Kind of calm, no wind. So I've only been down to see the chickens once today. Dinner time, I'll go back down. Jack's been taking care of them today. So they didn't get any treats from me today. So they'll get some dinner. They usually get oatmeal and apples at dinner time, so, and they love it. And then of course some corn, some grains. They're well-fed chickens. So just kind of scoot that together. Okay, let's give that just a little tiny press there, and we're just going to go and trim this. Hopefully it stays okay. So Friday, I didn't do a YouTube live last Friday, so I think I can do it this Friday. Okay, so I'm going to try. So come on in and join me on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Friday at 3 p.m. I do have a card I'm going to share. I posted it the other day to let you know that celebration has ended. And I'm going to do it with a different color scheme. So, I must have cut this. Oh, that's my inside cardstock. Hang on. What am I doing here, Nancy? We have to put this onto here. Okay, so let's add this onto here. And actually, this kind of is like at an angle, isn't it? That's okay. I think it's fine. So it's not perfectly straight. So how much snow is here? We probably only got like maybe 3 or 4 inches, Colleen. Not an overwhelming amount. So I'm happy about that. Makes going down to see the chickens a little better. You know what? We're gonna, since I started to put glue on this white, I'm gonna cover it up with the designer paper. I only started here on the bottom. There, and that's for the inside. And oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so let's build our flower. Okay, so we're doing this again and this. Let's get an idea where we're gonna have all that placement, right? So let's do this. We're gonna kind of build this a little bit differently. Okay, and then let's do this. Kind of like that. Just kind of holding this. Hopefully I'm in view. And then we can kind of, we'll get an idea. So we're going to just leave that there. And this is flat. We can just kind of tuck that right about there. Now let's add our dimensionals. Boy, that went a lot easier, don't you think? I do. I think it would a lot smooth. Whoops. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Definitely. Now I know exactly where to put those dimensionals, right? Don't have to worry because I've already attached it to the tag. So let's remove these. And I'm not going to press too hard until I get my other leaf, which hopefully is on my desk. There we go, somewheres. All right, so let's get this straight this time, Nancy. So there. Oh, that looks great. I like these colors. This would probably make a really great sympathy card as well. I should have thought of that. Birthday, whatever occasion you want. It's just a nice, soft, and subtle card to have. Okay, so there's our card base. And okay, so are you guys loving this suite? Have I inspired you to want this suite? Because I love it. So who has checked out the online exclusives? They were released this morning, so they're already online. And I'm trying to think what some of the things were. Oh, there's some new dies. let me think here. Yes, some kind of like label dies. Okay. There's labels, and there's some retired punches on there. I don't think those are coming back. I think it's just stock that they're trying to get rid of. So, and with the online exclusives, we really don't know what's sticking around and what's not. They haven't really zeroed in on that, and I'm not sure if they're ever going to tell us what is going to stay in the store and just be replenished with stock, or once it's gone, it's gone. So, let's see, what else is there? There's some beautiful, elegant border dies too. They are super sweet. I think I'm going to add those to my order. Those in the, what are they called? I'm kind of looking at the Radiating Stitches dies. It's a total new type of die that they've never done before. So there's a lot of like etching around. So pretend this is a circle. It's like big long lines that etch the stitches. They're bigger stitches. And there's different shapes. There's a heart and a circle and lots of rectangles. So really, really cool stuff there. Okay, I wanted yellow. There we go. Let's plop that one there. And there we go. What do you guys think? So, so you can pretty much just kind of like choose your designer paper and create the same layout. Just maybe I chose this using the pattern paper because I want to be able to send somebody a kit without having to stamp. So you're going to have to stamp your words and go through and do the layering up with your adhesives, okay? So hopefully you enjoy having like a kit to put together, that option. So when I choose the comment winners, make sure you let me know whether you want the first one who replies of the winners, whether you're going to get a kit or you want the pre-made card, okay? Colleen, so you're on here too, so let me know, because I didn't hear back from you from last week's, whether you want the pre-made card or the kit, because Anne messaged she didn't care. So I'm gonna like let you decide, okay? Because I do have to get them in the mail. So I'm trying to think what else there is for you guys to, oh, it didn't matter. The host code is not going to matter because it's changed. Anything else? So just remember there's yes, Nancy, the kit, there's a new kit collection, and to come back and join me on YouTube Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and let's do some creative ink together. And I hope you enjoyed today. So make sure if you're on YouTube, you hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment as well. Comments are great for helping me